Hi friends, it's Susan Smith with Stamp Creatively, and Celebration is here and we have the new catalog and I can show you pages. So I have some fun things I want to show you, some of my favorites, and then I have a project I want to do because of course I've been creating with all of it. It's fantastic. So let me switch my cameras and we will go to the catalog. Okay, so here's the front of the catalog. Again, it's got some great stuff in it. Stampin' Up! Always does a great job with their product and their coordination. The celebration stuff's great. What I'm going to show you today is my next club. This is going to be the next club. They will get, it's on my blog. You can go to stampcreatively.com and it's on my blog. And there you can see a little bit more detail. If you have any questions, just email me. But I don't know why my camera's turned weird. Okay, so this is the 2-page spread of the New Horizons suite. It's got some great designer series papers. So when you get club is $38 and you'll get the full package of designer series paper, you'll get the little pebbles and the ribbon. And then all the product to make 6 cards, 3 designs, 2 of each. And then if you choose, you can order the Horizons dies in the stamp set, and that's your choice. And then you can also get a celebration set. So it's like a super happy place to live in. Let me show you what I created with it. Maybe I'll show you another. Here's a few more of my favorite things. This is where everybody does it different. When I get a new catalog, I go back here because I feel like there's a lot of things in the catalog I miss. There may be a paper tucked up in the corner or something that I just don't see. And so this way I get to see all the accessories. This pink and blue paper, it's not that color. This is a very soft blue. It's still beautiful, but just don't be disappointed. It's beautiful. We have a new granddaughter coming, and trust me, she's going to get a little bit of pink glitter. But I start back here because I just don't want to miss anything. And sometimes they tuck it in the corner and I miss it. And then I can see just the dies. And then I can see the catalog. It's called Catalog at a Glance. But that way, if I want to find something quickly, I can. Then I look at all the bundles because I'm a big bundle fan. So I'll look at all the bundles. Let me see if I can turn this. Again, huge bundle fan. So I look through all the bundles. If you don't have a demonstrator and you don't have a catalog, let me know. So this is how I start. And then this stamp set, I thought I ordered in my first order, and I've gone to look for it like 4 times. And I'll be like, where is that Viking stamp? Oh yeah, I haven't ordered it yet. Where's the Viking stamp? Yeah, I haven't ordered it yet. I ordered it today. Today was the first day you could order. So I've put in a couple of orders maybe. So don't forget to order. There's some great, I ordered this today. I'm excited about it. I have some plans. My husband always says, hey, I need a good boy card. And I go, okay. Well, part of this goes really well with that New Horizons. In fact, that's the New Horizons DSP. So this goes really well with it. So I'm going to partner with what I already have and love. Just add this because I like the deer. We live out in the woods and we have deer, which is fantastic. So this also partners real well with it too. So there's several things that go really well together. I'm just flipping through real quick because I want to show you some of my favorites. These daffodils, I was like, yeah, that's too many pieces. I'm not doing that. Holy smokes, is it pretty when you put it together. Really pretty. And it goes with the Celebration DSP that has daffodils on it. This set I've used a couple of times already. I have some sayings I printed out for a friend, and I used this because it was real subtle in it. The background, love the font. So that one makes me real happy. That one doesn't come with dies. It's just the stamp set. This is really cute. I made my swaps for my team with this. Really like it. In fact, this is vellum that's printed. Stampin' Up's made rocks a couple of times in this catalog. Love them. This ribbon frays beautifully. It's got some shimmer to it. When you look at it, you think, oh, it's going to be thick and hard to deal with. Nope, fantastic. One of the other swaps I did for my team was Ladybug. She's so cute. She punches real well. She stamps real well. I was real pleased. And then this is one of my favorites. It is called the Rainbow of Happiness bundle. I love it for a lot of reasons, but I especially love the Celebration Designer Series paper that goes with it. Really pretty. I want to stamp only with that paper, but if I stamp only with that paper, when it's gone, it's gone. That's another thing they've told us a couple of times. I mean, I know supply chain issues are no surprise to anyone, but Stampin' Up's also having them. So when our stuff's gone, it's gone this time. So if you're like, oh my gosh, I really need that, then I suggest you really need to order it, or you're going to be super sad. Valentine, we always love a little love. Cute little boxes. I can't show you all the projects I've done, or I won't have anything for the next video. So let me get started on what I do have done, and then I'll show you what I created. See my pretty grid paper? It's going to go right here so I know where to live. So I used the On the Horizon stamp set and the dies. Again, can't express how cute they are. My camera just blinked. What the heck? Okay, I'm going to switch cameras because I don't know why it's blinking. Maybe you can't see it. Maybe it's just me that sees it, but we're not going to mess around with that. No one wants blinky cameras. So let me turn my other one down. Oh no, I'll just technology. We're not friends. Okay, let me move this here. For all of you who are way more tech savvy than me, why is my camera blinking? Why did it decide we were not going to be friends today? All right, let me turn this one down so you can see my desktop. Okay, so now I'm going to move my grid paper so I stay over here. Here's my new mug. I mean, this is like my, I'm praying about things, I'm waiting patiently, and I'm trusting the Lord's taking care of all of my issues. Okay, and ignore my timer. I made my parents some lasagna. They're one of the reasons I have to pray, wait, and trust. I mean, our parents are getting older, and that's got a whole set of challenges for my sisters and I, so I'm taking them a little supper tonight. Okay, so I used the Memories and More cards and envelopes. Let me see if I can switch this now that I've switched cameras. I didn't flip me because there. Now you're right side up. So I won't flip back to me because if I do that, then I'm upside down. So I'm going to zoom in so you can see it. And then again, you'll just have to deal with, you just don't get a look at me anymore. I'm just going to show you what I did. So I used the Memories and More note cards and envelopes, which I love, on this little guy. He's actually made with scrap. I'll show you at the end, but this is what we're going to, these are one of those cute little pebbles that I'm talking about. They're so cute. And they're on the bottom of this card. See them across the bottom? Okay, so here I actually don't have the card that I created because I needed to mail it. I needed a Get Well card, so that card has already been sent, so I can't even show you what I'm going to create. You just get to see it when I'm done. All right, so I'm going to use Basic Gray. I'm going to use some Mossy Meadow. Here are the note cards and envelopes, the big one. It always comes with a big one and a small one. This one's 4x6. This one's smaller. I'd have to look up the dimensions, but they're in the catalog. And I needed a boy get well. So I chose this pattern of Designer Series paper, and then the Mossy Meadow. No, I used Evening Evergreen. I mixed my colors. So this is Evening Evergreen, and I stamped with Mossy Meadow. I mixed it up a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to seal my Evening Evergreen right here. And then before I put this on, again, this is the DSP. It's just absolutely beautiful. I am going to put some birds on here, and it takes me a minute to decide which way the birds go. So I'm gonna add some pretty birds up there at the top. While I have this out, I'm gonna go ahead and stamp them on my envelope. So when I put it away, I can get it out of the way. So I put some pretty birds up in the corner. And then I took my Mossy Meadow, and these are the pretty little grass. So I went ahead and put that on my envelope. I'm gonna put it over here in the corner. I just wanted a little bit of stamping right there in the corner. And then on the inside of my card, again, I needed this to be a thinking of you, and the words are in the set. So I was thinking of you right up there in the corner. I stamp crooked 97% of the time. It's just easier for me. That way I don't have to worry about getting it straight, because I just don't do straight well. I'm going to put this over here in this corner. Love the little weeds. They just make me happy. Okay, so that's the inside. Now I'm going to add this to the front. My Designer Series paper. I trimmed it. This is a 6x6 piece of Designer Series paper, and I trimmed it to 4 and 5 1/4 to fit on top of that. See, it fits real nice. And I store my Designer Series paper like this. I bought these on Amazon. They're like a 7x9 something, 6x9. And that way all my scraps are in here. But this is that pretty Designer Series paper. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? You can see landscapes on it and horizon lines. And so I slide this in here, and I had a couple of extra of these, so I just stuck them in there. I stick it in here. I keep the piece on the back so I can see the colors. And then any scrap that I have, I'll just put right in here. Okay, so that's how I do that. So let me finish my card here. I just bumped my camera. That's what I get. Put that back down there. Okay, so now I've adhesive this to the front. The dies, there's some great things in the dies. There are gates and houses and grasses and mountains. So there's some great, this looks like a tag, but it actually goes with this wood planky piece. So some great dies that coordinate and that just bring a little bit more interest to it. So I cut my things out, and then I ran them through, and I used the Tasteful textile because I wanted some texture to them. And then I took with some of these detailed things, if I'm not going to put the adhesive sheets on the back, my favorite way to attach them to the card is the fine tip glue. And if you say, Susan, we don't have fine tip glue. Yes, we do. It's not in the catalog, but if you go on the Demonstrator Business, on my blog, on my website, my Demonstrator Business website, you can see that if you put in fine tip glue, it just comes up, or if you put in adhesive, it comes up. So I'm just going to put a little bit on the back. I'm going to go off the image and not stick it and move it around and get glue everywhere. Okay, stay. I'm going to add some more to this one. I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive on there. I feel like my light went strobe too. Not only do I have technology issues today, but I have equipment issues too. My husband, God love his little heart, worked really hard to get me the perfect present for Christmas, and he got me this piece of equipment that was supposed to make I could run all this stuff externally instead of off my laptop. He was all excited about it. We went to the store and got it. We brought it home. He was like, now don't do anything until I can help you because I've watched all these YouTube stuff. If you know my husband, he's not technologically savvy, so he was super proud of himself. And so he did all of that for me, and then it didn't work because I have webcams, not cameras, and this was made for cameras. All right, so there you have it. Oh, don't be unfriendly right now. I'm showing my friends how well you work. Cooperate. Okay, so here's my card. Is that not a great thinking of you for a guy? Now, the other thing you can do, if that's a little starky white for you, don't hesitate to mix it up a little bit and get one of our blending brushes. Like you can take one of these blending brushes, and this is the basic gray, or you could take a smoky slate or whatever. You can just kind of dab that on there and tone it down. I only did like half of it, so I'm going to let you see. So see how this is kind of toned down and this is kind of a little starker white. So you can always tone it down if it's a little too stark when you get it on there. And because this is so patterned, nobody's going to know that I put a little basic gray on there. Okay, so I made that card as my thinking of you card with the envelope. And so I'll show you how I put together this guy. And again, this is a Memories of More small card. This doesn't really match what I'm doing, but I didn't really care. So I took, this is the scrap that's left over from cutting this piece. So if I put these pieces together, I'm going to create my 6x6. I'm going to create my 6x6. So I am going to use my paper trimmer, and I'm going to cut this. I've already cut this piece, but I wanted to give you the dimensions. So this piece of, this is Misty Moonlight, is 4 by 2 1/4. I'm going to trim it so that it's exactly 2 1/4. It's kind of got a crooked edge. I mean, surprise, surprise, it was cut crooked. So this piece, I want to keep this little side over here. And this one's cut. I'm going to make sure it fits on there. Excuse me. Okay. So I'm going to scooch that in just a little bit from the 4. And there it is. Okay. So then I'm going to take that same Mossy Meadow and add those pretty weeds to the bottom. I'm going to take the same basic gray and add the birds in the corner. And then I really liked this little breathe. Because some days, that's all we need. I'm going to add the breathe and the basic gray. What are we doing here? And it's crooked because I can't stay up straight. So I would have been better to make it crooked. So I stuck this on the front here. You can tell it was a piece of scrap. It's got a Versamark flower stamped on it. And then I used those pretty pebbles. I really like these pebbles. And it needed something on the front of this like this one, I added the interest of these raised images, and I could always add pebbles to this without a problem, and it would be adorable. But with this one, it almost looked a little more oceany to me, and I needed to add some pebbles. And I didn't want to lay them straight because, I mean, who has straight rocks? So there you go. And by adding this color of pebble, it kind of brings in my envelope. So there's my cards. Not hard. Love the bundle. I guess I say this a lot. I really like what Stampin' Up! Does. I love the product that they give us. They just make it easy for me to create. Now, wait a minute. If I move this camera up, you're gonna, that's gonna be super scary. So I'm just gonna sign off from this position so I don't have to be backwards and upside down, because that, again, would be embarrassing. It's bad enough to see straightforward right side up. But you guys have a great day, and I hope you get to stamp. Don't hesitate to ask me questions. I'll be happy to respond, and we'll stamp together again soon. I'll be live tomorrow morning. It's probably going to be about 8:30. I have some more things to show you live on my Facebook page at 8:30 in the morning. So see, here's my scrap, and it's going to go right in here in my envelope. Look how organized I am. And then I have this adorable thing that holds all of my, I have to keep my stuff separate. I just do a little bit better. And let me grab that thing and I'll show you how I keep my stuff separate. Okay. So this is all my new catalog stuff. And so here's my 6x6 papers back here. Here's all my new embellishments. These are the Memories and More cards. Memories and More cards, and these are the 6x6, 6x4. These are 6x4, and they are the artistic, and they have their own cards and envelopes too. But this way I can keep track. These are the cute little Valentine boxes, but they're all in here where I can get to them. If I tilt it up enough, here's one. It was on clearance at TJ Maxx for $11. And I was, of course, attracted to the beautifulness of it. All right, well, there you go, friends. There's a little organizational tip, too. But I ordered those little envelopes on Amazon, and I keep all my scrap in there, and it keeps me organized. I hate looking for stuff. It makes me crazy when I can't find my stuff. All right, I'll be live tomorrow morning. If not, I'll be adding a video next week, or maybe later this week. We'll just have to see how the week rolls. Have a great day. Thanks. Subscribe to my channel. Like my things. I never say that. I always forget. All right, bye.